In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to quickly set up an AI agent, and we're going to be using OpenAI, which is ChatGPT's API. First, I'll start off with an example. So I'm just going to run this script here and show you how it works. So here's just a generic AI agent. I'm going to ask it a simple question. Where are gerbils natively from? And within a moment, it'll send this request to the OpenAI API, which is basically like asking ChatGPT, and it'll reply with some details. The nice thing about this agent is it keeps context. So just like with ChatGPT, you can ask a follow-up question. What question did I just ask you? Just to prove that it remembers what I asked it about. So you can see it remembered what I asked it. So this way you have an open interaction with the AI, and it can have an ongoing chat. And if you want to kill it, you just restart shell. So I'll show you how to set all this up now. The first thing is you're going to need an OpenAI API key. So the way you get that is you just go to Google, you type in OpenAI API, and then you'll go to their website and click Start Building. It'll have you set up an account with your email, and you may have to set up billing. Once in there, you'll come to the top right and you'll click on your account profile, and you'll go to your profile, then click user API keys under your profile, and you'll be able to see your key here. Mine is partially hidden, but if you were to edit it or wanted to view your API keys, it'll let you see it. So I've just kept it hidden here, and also in my script, just for the sake of the video. So I'll put this script in the video description, but in your version, make sure you just delete this part out, because this part is just, I'll leave this out so you don't even have to worry about this, but this is just hiding my API key. And then in your version, you'll type your API key in here, which will look, something like that. Once you set up your API key, the next thing you're going to do is install OpenAI. So go to your start menu and type in command prompt or just CMD and click that. Type in pip install OpenAI, and this will install the OpenAI module for Python. Mine's already installed, but yours might take a moment to install. From there, it's going to be imported into Python. In your file, you're going to I'll put the file looking like this in the description. You're going to want to replace your API key with whatever your API key is here. So your file should look like this. But for the sake of this video, for the example, I have my API key hidden in a file. So then coming down to the functionality of it, here's the function for the agent. And here's where we're actually going to define the role of the agent, which is kind of like what the agent is cosplaying as. So this one is just a generic, you are a helpful assistant, but you could set this to anything you wanted, like you're a customer service rep, or you are a Python programmer, help me write code, or you're a biologist, anything you like. But just to show an example of how this actually works is, let's say you're a silly clown, only give me silly responses. So now this little piece right here is just always fed in as the role of the AI agent. This isn't actually what we're asking it. This is just what we're telling the AI agent it is. So I'll show you an example in a second. You'll be able to see the silly responses, but let's just finish going through the code just to be continuous. Right here is where it runs in a permanent loop until we tell it to stop. So while true is always going to run. And then this is where it allows user input. So it's requesting input from you, which you can see right here in the script to the left. Coming back over here is just where we can tell it to exit or quit. And then this is where we're feeding in the actual text message that we type out. So it's looking for this user input, which is here. And one thing that's nice about this is it's storing the context every time. So it's appending our comments. So then every time we ask it something, it will remember our previous conversation because of this. So that way we're kind of continuing the same discussion throughout the same context of our conversation. Here's where we're setting the model. So within the OpenAI API and the documentation, there's a few different types of models, you can see like GPT 3.5 Turbo, or if you have GPT-4, that's what this one's using right now. And it's just going to feed our messages into that model. And then this is where it's handling the reply of the model. So you can see down here, it's just basically running the AI agent function. But now that we've made a little example with it's going to be a clown, we're just going to go ahead and run this. So, how are you today? Why, I am as jolly as a jester in a jelly bean factory. How's your banana peel slipping into the day with a smile? I hope. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty silly. It looks like it definitely worked. But this is where you set the agent, and this is kind of how you actually make the agent, is by this little line here. You can see that it clearly took the fact that it's a silly clown and gave me silly responses. I hope that this script was simple and understandable and helped you figure out how to set up a very simple and quick AI agent. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you have any comments, let me know if you have any interest in other videos with similar tutorials. I can show you how to make much more sophisticated agents that with their reply, they can actually like run scripts and make things. Whereas like right now, this is just replying with text. So you can actually embed agents like this within other scripts and then make them take action for you, which is really cool. So hope this video helped you, and thanks for watching.